Okay, I'm traveling in Europe. I'm in Ireland. I'm at a youth hostel, probably one of the most beautiful places. Oh God, you know, it was like a manor house that was converted into a youth hostel. The green, of course, you know, Ireland, woohoo, green. And it really was, whoo. Oh, it was magnificent. And so here's the deal. This is one of the experiences that happened there that had an effect on my mind. What? Okay. At the youth hostel, you were assigned duties. You had to sweep or whatever in the morning, do dishes, something productive, showing appreciation. So I swept or whatever the hell. And after that, there was a young guy from America named Andy. Last name? Don't know. And Andy and I engaged in conversation, and we went for a walk. Because we had the day, and it was in the country, and so we just went for a walk. And as we were walking, we started expressing our opinions on matters, on the countryside, on the color, on the day. We talked about home, where we came from. He was from the Midwest somewhere. I'm from California. And in our talking, I started realizing that something weird was going on here. And then I realized what was going on. I met myself. What? Every time we talked about growing up and the things we remembered at home, the things that we saw on TV, the things that we were thinking and doing, I realized that we weren't unique at all. We both watched the same TV programs. Our opinions were shaped by the same TV programs. And even though he lived so many, hundreds of thousands of miles away from me, he was saying and acting as I was. And it shocked me because this guy was dead on saying the things that I was going to say or vice versa. And I became uncomfortable because I realized that, holy crap, I'm not unique at all. What? This guy and I, we're like cookie cutter. We're just stamped out. And stamped out by the media, stamped out by the education system. There wasn't really that much about us in general conversation that was so unique. The music we liked and so forth. Now, some people might rejoice and say, woo, I met a friend. This person's got a lot in common with me. But my feeling was, he doesn't have anything in common with me. He is me. Because he's been produced by the same factory. Factory of input, output, whatever you want to call it. Shaped by the same events. He was about my age, actually. And after our walk, we walked to this nice field. It was full of horses, had a beautiful fence around it. It was a gorgeous day. It was a nice time. It was a great conversation. We had some time to kill. And I was glad I was able to do that and spend time with him. But I wasn't fully comfortable. And it wasn't the ugly American thing. It was the weird experience of meeting myself. Hey, Sam! You out there? And that made me determined. At that time, I think I was 20-ish. What was I at, 22? No, about 21, I think. That I was not going to let myself be framed by the information that I received and mold my thinking to it, conscious or other conscious or unconscious. I wasn't going to let my brain be molded to it, either consciously or unconsciously, subconsciously, something to do with the conscious. What? So from that point on, I stopped watching commercials on TV because, American TV, it's like commercials with show rather than the other way around. And I read more and more and more, and even though I'm being shaped by the same things some other people are, at least it's shaped by my opinion of the information rather than something that I'm fed. All the time growing up, I would read newspapers, even articles that didn't interest me, because I thought if I read that, I can become conversant on that subject. I'll be a more interesting person. Maybe I'm not. Anyway, I think I am by now. I've lived long enough. Who knows how much longer, but we'll see. In any case, Sam, I appreciate your endurance watching this, assuming you are. If you got this far, I commend you. I'll try and edit it down. I got my laundry in the washing machine. It's in the next room going. And I don't really have much to show you in the way of my room or any of these other clever tours people do, because there just isn't that much to be excited about. I'm not trying to be negative, just realistic. Okay, too damn long. Pleasure talking to you. You know, my eyes are real squinty, and I realize that this is an effect of the diabetes, because my eyes are sensitive to light now from the diabetes. In fact, I'm fighting to keep the sight in my right eye. It's kind of waning because of the diabetes. And there's a few other things going on from it, but you know, what are you going to do? Okay, Sam, pleasure talking to you. Hope I haven't put you to sleep. And if I have, well, just put this on before you go to bed, and you know, you won't have to worry about it.